we're not getting a Switch Pro. If I'm wrong about that, you can rub it in my face later, but it is pretty obvious that Nintendo is coming out with some sort of an upgraded new Switch. With reports that Nintendo is buying up a boatload of 7-inch OLED screens from Samsung, and Nvidia discontinuing the chip that powers the current Switch, it's looking pretty clear that something is about to change. It also makes a lot of sense when you consider Nintendo's console history. The creation of the Switch was Nintendo finally realizing they're better off focusing on portable gaming. Their home consoles have been behind in power since the Wii came out in 2006, and with the Wii U drastically underperforming in sales, a new, quirky home console was not a safe bet. Don't get me wrong, I love my Wii U, but it is a little weird. I'm sure Nintendo was also paying attention to how games were running on mobile phones and tablets. When you look at all the controller options now available for mobile gaming, including designs clearly inspired by the Switch, it was only a matter of time before Nintendo would lose their edge in portable gaming as well. With the Switch, they found a perfect middle ground. The way I see it, it's a portable console first, but with the advantage of being fully and easily playable on a TV. It's underpowered compared to the other home consoles, even more so now with the PlayStation 5 and Series X out there, but it's given a pass by gamers because it's a handheld portable console. However, making their handheld games playable on a TV isn't a new concept for Nintendo. The Super Nintendo had the Super Game Boy, the N64 had the Transfer Pack, and the GameCube had the Game Boy Player. You can even play some DS games through the Virtual Console on the Wii U. The difference is, now modern technology is allowing for full-blown home console-style games on the go, and display technology that can seamlessly output from basically any portable device to a larger or second display. I believe this is just Nintendo from now on, and the breadcrumbs leading here began back in 1994 with the Super Game Boy. Of course, they are a company that always surprises us with wacky ideas, but I think they're finally playing it safe with hardware, at least for the foreseeable future. But it's clear Nintendo hasn't been interested in competing when it comes to raw system power or even online features. So, to tell the future of the Switch, you just need to look into the past. The Game Boy line had iteration after iteration from 1989 to 2005. Each new model, from the Game Boy Color to the Game Boy Advance, was backward compatible with older Game Boy games, and even the original DS could play Game Boy cartridges as Nintendo moved to that platform. With the DS, it was the same iteration-style development, from the original to the Lite to the DSi to the DSi XL. In regards to the DSi XL, then president of Nintendo, Satoru Iwata, said it offers an improved view angle on the screens, which makes it the first portable system that can be enjoyed with people surrounding the gamer. He envisioned it to be an experience that could be shared with others, even though it was still a console intended for just one player. That was 2009. You see what I mean about those breadcrumbs? The 3DS was then backwards compatible with DS games, and it too had iterations, including larger models, cheaper 2D models, and with the new 3DS, even a model with extra capabilities, which only a few games took advantage of. The new 3DS didn't even come with a power adapter. It used the same one as the original 3DS, and they knew many existing 3DS owners would be upgrading and could use the power adapter that they already had. You could buy it separately, of course. The console was upgraded in a variety of little ways, but only 7 games were exclusive to the new 3DS and unplayable on the original. Of course, the new 3DS also had an XL version. Now, the 3DS was discontinued in 2019, the same year that the Switch Lite was released, a version of the Switch that doesn't even connect to a TV. Already, Nintendo has shown that it wants to remain the king of portable gaming, and that home console functionality is now a premium feature. And the next set of premium features we'll see for the Switch? A larger screen to better realize that multi-person portable console experience? A bit more power to perhaps give current and coming games a more stable frame rate, and maybe a way to output 4K for gaming on modern TVs, possibly with a new dock. I think it's a given that Nintendo is going to iterate and improve. They definitely don't want to lock out current Switch owners from playing new games, but they'd also love it if all those current owners upgraded to a new model. Those original Switches can then be passed on to younger siblings, nieces and nephews, casual gamer friends, and with that means a bunch of new sales for software. The question is, will they just call it the new Nintendo Switch? It's definitely not going to be called the Switch Pro, because there's going to be nothing pro about it. Maybe they'll just call it the Switch XL. Extra large screen when portable and an extra large resolution when in docked mode. Whatever they call it, it's going to be a minor upgrade in the grand scheme of things. Maybe a few games will only be playable on the new model eventually, but I doubt we'll see much, if any of that, because why would a developer not want to have access to the huge install base of the current Switch? So you can stop calling it the Switch Pro. It's just gonna be a little better. The little better Switch. The Switch LB. It's more likely you'll just get some added features and maybe some smoother gameplay on the new Switch. Just enough incentive to upgrade. If you play a lot in tabletop mode, or plan to once you can get uncomfortably close to your friends again, a bigger screen will make a difference, even if it's only 0.8 of an inch. Maybe they'll upgrade the kickstand, because this thing is just total garbage. Anyway, what would the little better Nintendo Switch need for you to justify the purchase? Let me know down in the comments, and why not hit that like button while you're there. So OLED screens have better color, brighter, and they're potentially better on battery life. And if you take your current Switch and imagine the image fills most of the bezel, that's about what a 7-inch screen will look like. They could keep the system's form basically identical. It's almost like they planned that from the beginning. Maybe they'll sell it without Joy-Cons in the dock for a nice discount. Ha! Nintendo. Discount. Right.